My obedient family, as e dey hot, e don happen o. Still on 2023 election, we know say most presidential candidates don dey play the ethnicity card. They don dey use ethnicity as a tool to manipulate people, as a tool to canvass vote, make people vote for them. And we know say this ethnicity card is against the law of this country and it's against the constitution, because we have a fine constitution, we have a fine law, but nobody to enforce this law or rather implement this law. And we still know say this ethnicity card is against the rules and regulations of INEC, because INEC talk say nobody should use ethnicity to campaign. And I wan leave it in the hands of this man, Paul Uwadima, make he throw more light and analyze this topic. Because this topic, I know say that the topic wey dey trend now, because Atiku don do yo, or what don do yo. Peter Obi na the only man wey say he never do this thing, and na the man wey we wan vote for. Please, obedient family, as they watch this video, please share this video, make this video go viral, and comment your opinion.
Section 97 of the Electoral Act 2022 states, a candidate, person or association that engages in campaigning or broadcasting based on religious, tribal, or sectional reason to promote or to oppose a particular candidate commits an offense under this act and is liable to, on conviction, to A, a maximum fine of 1 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 12 months or both, and B, in the case of a political party, to a maximum of 10 million naira. That is what the law said. The campaign has started. So who is supposed to enforce this law? Has this law been enforced? The recent violators of this law, what had been done to them? The videos are there circulating on social media. What has those in authority done to sanction violators of this section of the Electoral Act? Former Vice President Atiku, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, when he appeared before the joint committee of Arewa groups that were sort of interrogating the presidential candidates ahead of the 2023 presidential election to sound them out what they can do for Nigeria and for northern Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar appeared there and he was asked what he can do. He was told to sell himself to northern Nigerians. He should tell them what he can be able to perform if he is to become president of Nigeria. And Atiku said, what the northerner needs is a president from the north who has built bridges across the country. The northerner does not need an Igbo candidate. The northerner does not need a Yoruba candidate. In other words, Atiku Abubakar was saying, not vote for North. And he did say it there. He said that he is standing before them as a northerner, that they should support him because he's a northerner. He will protect their interests, and that he has built bridges across the country. And he was invariably telling them that a northerner does not need an Igbo president. A northerner does not need a Yoruba president. That what they need is a presidential candidate from the north. In other words, Atiku was saying, not vote for North, not vote for northerner. Only a northerner can protect your interest. A president of Igbo extraction will not protect your interest. A president of Yoruba extraction will not protect your interest. This was Atiku that was selling himself as a unifier, now marketing himself before his people as a northern irredentist. I believe that this behavior of campaigning based on ethnicity ought to have been sanctioned, but nobody's saying anything about it. Of course, there have been outrage here and there, and then those trying to make political capital out of it. The most nauseating was from the All Progressive Congress, who, although they are right, that Atiku, out of desperation, has now started playing the ethnic card because he has seen there is no pathway for him to win the election. He has started playing the ethnic card. It was by Onanoga, the spokesperson of the Presidential Campaign Council of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The APC Presidential Campaign Council of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the spokesperson, by Onanoga. He berated Atiku Abubakar that he is doing this out of desperation, that this is the worst thing to have ever come out of the mouth of a former vice president of Nigeria. That this is out of desperation. But even the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate is not free from this same issue. Atiku said his own on a Saturday or thereabouts. A few hours later, there was the inauguration of the new governor of Ekiti State, and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was there. And Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, told the people of Ekiti that they should, the way the People's Gazette captured it, that Yoruba should give him 95% of the votes. And if you see the way he said it, he said that there's one that called himself Atiku. He will come. You don't know him. The other one called himself P2B. You don't know him. It is only Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that you know. What message was he passing? It was message of using ethnicity to divide the country in order to gain advantage or mileage over his opponents. This is not acceptable. This is a good example of violation of the Electoral Act. But who is taking him to task over it? Nobody to my knowledge. No institution to my knowledge. He is having a free reign. Now, what I said earlier, I found it nauseating when APC tried to take advantage of what Atiku did. Because they are even the worst culprits in this. If you recall, in May, when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in Ogun State to canvass for delegate votes, that time he was still a presidential aspirant. We all could still remember what he said. He said it very clearly. He said that this is Yoruba turn and it is my turn. So what he said was that it is the Yoruba turn to produce the president of Nigeria, and among the Yorubas, he is the most qualified. And he began to rail out reasons why he is the most qualified. But the bottom line, he said it is the Yoruba turn. Now, what is the difference between it is the Yoruba turn that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said in May to Atiku saying Northerners, what a Northerner needs is a Northern president in October. The only difference between the two of them is the difference between Eba and Gary. Absolutely. And in the case of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, They are taking it to the highest level. They have formed the habit of disrupting during the time of continuous registration exercise. They were dispersing non-indigenous of Lagos wherever they congregate to try to register. The videos are everywhere. They use dogs to scatter them, to scare them away. So these people are using ethnicity to gain mileage over their opponents. It is in this same APC that the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, unashamedly said that Yorubas should see the presidential ambition of tinubu as a Yoruba project. And if you see the way he put it, he said that every true son of Yoruba, every true sons and daughters of Yoruba should see tinubu presidential ambition as a Yoruba project. So if you are a Yoruba and you are supporting any candidate that is not tinubu, in the estimation of Sanwo-Olu, you are not a true son or daughter of the Yoruba race. That is what desperation has caused. And these things they are doing is against the Electoral Act. But who is enforcing it?
Don't see people with the fix laws, with the sign laws, like them still the breaker. So who are the people that will enforce this law? Well, sir, as you remain obedient and you are supporting the man of Peter Obi to change all this narrative, please come 2023 election, please vote for Peter Obi. And if you are new to my page, please follow my page, and hope you guys have shared this video. Share it, make it go viral. Well, yeah, now catch you guys next video.